Hey guys, what's going on? SpitBrix here, back from their LEGO Ninjago video, and in this video we're going to be checking out the similarities and differences between the minifigures from Legacy, which was the last wave of Ninjago sets that we got, to the brand new wave of Summer 2019 sets and the minifigures associated with Season 11. Surprisingly, there are a lot of new features and additions on these brand new minifigures for Season 11, so be sure to stick around for the entire video so you guys do not miss out on any of the Ninja. We're going to be going through all of them and comparing them to the Legacy minifigures. Also, if you go on to enjoy the video, be sure to let me know with a like rating down below and subscribe to the channel if you're new so you don't miss out on any further Ninjago action. And with that being said, let's go ahead and jump in and compare some of these minifigures. I think it's appropriate to start off with Lloyd here, as he was on the thumbnail for this video, and he is one of the most important members of the Ninja team. Now, you guys may know that there are kind of two different versions of Ninja minifigures that we get in Season 11, one being just the normal rendition of the ninja suit that we have for the ninjas, as well as their Forbidden Spinjitzu ninja minifigure, and so we're going to be looking at both of those. We'll spend a bit of time on both. Here, though, in front of you right now, this is the regular Season 11 version of Lloyd over on the right, and you may notice right off the bat that the first thing that's really changed is that he no longer has his black ninja gloves on, and this is kind of something interesting that I noticed right whenever the pictures for the sets came out. All the other ninjas still have their black ninja gloves on, as you'll see. However, Lloyd here has chosen to take his off. He also is rocking a different colored arm or right arm for this season. I believe that's sort of a dark brown to match the brown on his ninja suit printing there on the torso. And continually, another new addition on these figures is the addition of Ninjago language. We really didn't get to see any of that on the Legacy minifigures for the last wave of sets, but it is being reintroduced here. As you can see on the torso of this Season 11 Lloyd minifigure, we have a symbol on there as well as on his ninja wrap on the very top. And if you guys do not know what those stand for, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and check out the video on screen right now. You guys can check it out now or after the video, and then of course come back and check out the rest of these ninja. Also, we have brand new shoulder pad pieces for this season, which is a cool addition. And let's go ahead and move on to the Forbidden Spinjitzu version of Lloyd here, which for this video we're going to be including the minifigures in the actual construction sets and omitting the minifigures from the Spinjitzu Slam sets, mostly because not every single ninja has a specified Spinjitzu Slam set, and so I wanted to keep it uniform with all the ninja here. And so we're going to be using this version of the Forbidden Spinjitzu minifigures that we get in the actual building sets. This one here on the right comes in the Castle of the Forsaken Emperor set. That's how you can pick up this figure. And of course, the main attraction to these Forbidden Spinjitzu minifigures is that amazing new head mold piece. It's brand new, never been used before, designed specifically for Season 11 here of Ninjago. This Lloyd minifigure has got to be one of my favorites. I just love the uniform look of all the green in there and the shades of it, of course, in the energy that's kind of pulsing in the back. I think these are phenomenal figures. Now, we've got a lot more ninja to go through, and so we're going to be going through them a bit faster here since we have so many, but we're going to talk about Kai here next, as he appears to have a very large role in this upcoming Season 11 wave, and that's just because he's on the box. We haven't gotten any of the official episodes as the time of me recording this video right now, but as he is on the box, I think that it is appropriate to talk about him second here. You can notice that he has the new shoulder pad armor as well, and from the Legacy wave, we got those awesome gold dragons printed on the legs and torso of the minifigures. However, those are not apparent anymore for Season 11. However, the minifigure head wrap piece does translate over, as you can see here once again, with some of that ninja writing or ninja language on it on the very top there. There's been a lot of mixed thoughts on the ninja language being incorporated so heavily. I mean, this basically the first thing you look at is the sort of star shape on his ninja wrap, and some people like that, some people don't. I find that it stands out a little bit too much. Maybe they could have made it a different color, but that's just my nitpicking of these minifigures. But I think that these Forbidden Spinjitzu ones certainly came out really nice. This one here, even with the gradient of the red to sort of a light orange in the very back on the top of this minifigure, looks fantastic. In general, this Kai minifigure lacks a bit of detailing on the torso and legs compared to some of the other figures, in which, speaking of those, let's go ahead and check out some others. I think that the Cole minifigures in Ninjago are some of the most interesting to see how LEGO produces them, just because of the weird color combinations that they always like to throw at us. So for Legacy, we didn't have much of an orange influence. In fact, there were a lot more brown influences on it with the black coloring. However, for Season 11, it's flipped once again, and we have a lot of this sort of light orange color on it. It's not really as bold of an orange as we've seen before, and so that's kind of an interesting change. Also, he has no more sleeves. He is rocking the bare arms for this season and for this minifigure. He's got a buckle that goes across his torso there, which I really like. It's a cool little addition. And going back to my conversation with the Ninjago language, I feel like this Cole minifigure here exhibits a good use of it, as the black really matches with the minifigure. I don't think Kai's really did, but this one came out a lot better in my opinion. Also, the Forbidden Spinjitzu Ninja Wrap piece looks nice as well. The black kind of fades into it there, so it's darker at the very front and lighter in the back. This minifigure is one of the hardest Forbidden Spinjitzu minifigures to get, as it does come in the Land Bounty set, so it's one of the more expensive sets out of the wave, but definitely is a very cool figure. How about we check out the Nindroid of the bunch here. This is the Master of Ice, otherwise known as Zane, and just like the Cole minifigures, LEGO does like to do some funky things with the Zane minifigure in regards to him being a Nindroid, either showing that he's a Nindroid more so, also showing some light blue detailing, as you can see is definitely apparent for Season 11, but to be quite honest, I really like the light blue detailing and accents. I think it adds a little bit more flashiness to the minifigure, as Zane's color scheme is mostly dull, let's be honest, as it is a white and black and gray sort of combo usually, and so the blue gives it a nice spin and makes it look nice and fresh for this icy season of Ninjago. LEGO decided to go with the bare bones and inner workings of Zane, as he is exhibiting the titanium look for his headpiece, which I always like. That's a cool little addition that LEGO does every once in a while. That's definitely different as opposed to the minifigure we got from Legacy, in which he had his sort of regular looking minifigure head, although underneath he is still a Nindroid. Now, there's also the Forbidden Spinjitzu version. This is one of my favorites. It looks super clean with the white on the very front of the ninja mask piece, and then the light blue and sort of like a turquoise in the very back. It definitely exhibits one of my favorite color ranges, I guess, for these Forbidden Spinjitzu Ninja minifigures, and overall came out really nice. In order to get your hands on this Zane minifigure, you'll end up needing to pick up the Lloyd's Titan Mech set, which unfortunately is one of the more pricey ones once again. However, also keep in mind that Zane has his very own Spinjitzu Slam set, and although it's not the exact minifigure you see here, it is a Forbidden Spinjitzu version of Zane, so that's a good alternative that'll be around a $10 US dollar price point, so that's a great buy. Up next, we have the female ninja out of the bunch. We have Nia here, the Master of Water, and she definitely has had a makeover for this season in regards to her ninja suit and ninja wrap. The color combinations here have shifted from red and light blue to a gunmetal gray or silver color and light blue. This is also an example that I want to just put forward of the Ninjago language really not looking as good as it could have on the minifigure. As you can see on her ninja wrap for the new version, it's a just plain white, and there's no white apparent anywhere else on this minifigure, and so I feel like LEGO could have done something, at least made it a gunmetal gray looking color of some sort, may have made it look a little bit better, who really knows, but nonetheless, the big change here is the color combinations, and like LEGO likes to do, they like to flip-flop between these two sort of color ranges for Nia. Now, with that being brought to the table, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you guys prefer Nia minifigures with the red and light blue color scheme, or with the more gunmetal gray and light blue? You guys can vote on the poll on the top right hand corner of the screen right now. I'm curious to see what you guys think, so be sure to let me know your guys' thoughts. And with that, we'll move on to the Forbidden Spinjitzu version of the minifigure. I believe this one comes in the Katana 4x4 set, so it's not too expensive, but it is, you know, not necessarily the cheapest out of the wave. Now, the kicker is that Nia does not have her very own Spinjitzu Slam set, and so that will be the only way that you guys can get a minifigure that looks anything like this one over on the right. And so that'll most likely create a pretty large demand for the Katana 4x4. It's not really one of my favorite sets, unfortunately, but I guess I'll need to pick it up in order to get this figure. Or in second thought, I may wait a bit, wait for the set to go on sale a bit, or buy the minifigure directly from a seller on a site like Bricklink or eBay. Last but certainly not least, we have the Master of Lightning. We have Jay here, and as you can see right off the bat, the new version has a lot of differences compared to the Legacy version. It's become a lot less flashy and also has incorporated a lot more dark blue aesthetics onto it, including the legs, which are no longer the Jay signature blue or royal blue. It's now a darker blue or navy color, which is an interesting mix. This makes Jay the only ninja for Season 11 to have mismatched coloring on his torso compared to his legs in regards to the main color of the pieces. Also, you may not have noticed that there are no more feet printing on these minifigures for Season 11, just so happens that LEGO has taken away that detail. Personally, I'm just waiting for the day to arrive once again where we get arm printing for these ninja minifigures. I always think that's a really cool detail that LEGO puts on every once in a while in just some special cases. I know we got some for the Ninjago movie, but LEGO, if you're watching this, it would be sure cool to get some maybe in the 2020 line perhaps. I don't know, just some thoughts, but I know that everybody seems to really like that whenever LEGO puts some detail and puts some time into designing and putting a little bit of extra effort into these ninja minifigures. That's just my thoughts though. Furthermore, real quickly, before we jump into the Forbidden Spinjitzu version of the new Jay minifigure here, I wanted to point out something that I thought was kind of funny whenever I first noticed it. He's got these two little patches or pins over on his right side or our left side here. One of them is a lightning bolt, which I think is a really nice detail, and the one below it is a happy face. I found that a bit funny when I first noticed that. I assume that was on purpose by the LEGO designer, and with that, I guess since Jay is the jokester out of the bunch, it fits him quite nicely. Now, for the Forbidden Spinjitzu version of Jay that comes in the sets, let's just say it's a whole lot better than the minifigure that comes in the Spinjitzu Slam sets. I mean, that minifigure, you guys may have watched my video as I went through these Spinjitzu Slam sets and analyzed the minifigures, the play features, everything we have in those sets. There'll be a link on screen right now, but whenever I was looking through those, just the horrendous Jay minifigure, I don't know why, but the colors on it are they just don't line up. He's got all this silver all over him, and I just feel like LEGO tried too hard to make that minifigure unique, as they do like to make unique figures in those Spinjitzu Slam sets, it appears, so that people will buy those Slam sets for the minifigures and then also go out and buy the construction sets, as does this minifigure here that comes in the Shurikopter, I believe. And this is just an overall better minifigure. It looks a lot cleaner, and the Forbidden Spinjitzu mask on him actually looks good. I certainly don't want to give off the connotation that I'm just completely bashing the Spinjitzu Slam sets. In fact, I really think that they're really nifty. They have some cool play features in them, and as far as the other ones of the wave, we have Lloyd's, Zane's, and then the double pack with Kai and a samurai in it. Those are fantastic. The minifigures in those are great. They are exclusive to those, and they're a relatively low budget price range, and I have gave some of my positive thoughts on those on some of my other videos for Ninjago Season 11, but as far as Jay's, it's just really not my favorite. I know a lot of people agree with me with that, but if you don't, just keep in mind that it is my opinion. And that's going to ultimately wrap up this video today, comparing the Ninjago Legacy minifigures to the Ninjago Ninja minifigures for Season 11. Be sure to let me know down below which one of these new minifigures for Season 11, which one of these Ninja is your guys' favorite. I'm very curious to see what you guys think, and if these minifigures are any better than the Legacy minifigures. Which ones do you guys prefer? Also, let me know down below. That's going to wrap it up here for this video. I'm SpitBrix. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Like the video if you guys did enjoy. Have a great day. Check out one of the videos on screen right now. Go ahead and watch one of those, and as always, I'll see you guys in the next video coming very soon.